We'll never be royals. It's a run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Check it.
Check.
You on live with tripping with Chris. Check it.
Go. What? You back live, Triple Chris on URadioLive.com. We just had the dope cast of Doing It After Dark, man. That was a dope cast, y'all. It was a dope cast.
Absolutely.
Dope cast. And like I said, it's going to go down at the Arts Bank Center, 601 South Broad Street, 4 p.m., 8 p.m. There's two shows, 4 p.m. show and 8 p.m. show. Make sure you get your ticket. Make sure you be there. And with that being said, let me have the announcement. Roll call. Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news, Triple Chris Radio. This is just news, world news. I will be in the play, Doing It After Dark, this Saturday, and I'll be there. I'll be playing Soul Glow. Tony is still there. That's my character, Soul Glow.
All right.
I'll be there. We'll be there. So, we need to turn up. We're going to turn up. So now, moving on, let's not forget everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. The topic is, what are you thankful for? And also bullying, man. We didn't really get a chance to talk on a lot, but I promise you next week we'll tune in. We'll talk about it. We'll get you covered. In the building right now, we got a very special guest. Actually, this is where innovation goes to another level, and this is why we are Triple Chris. This is why I say we are number one, because our interviews are so much complex. We bring in the arts. Let's give a round of applause on the show for Mars Mega Media. Give it for my man, Right. Take the mic.
Hello.
So, Shiraz here, he is the creator of a beautiful animation. Let's say his world is Mars Mega Media, and the show that he's here today is for the Skunk and Monk Show, man. Skunk and Monk Show. We tune in. Yo, love, I really know that was you. Hey, Steph, get that shirt, man. Make sure you open your shirt up, man. Skunk and Monk. I think I had to bring Rod on here and talk about this animation, because you know a lot of times though when you look at these animations online, it's like the stick figures and it's just the head and all that. No, this guy is by far. I think that'd be kind of ignorant if I see that.
Don't be ignorant.
I don't want to stereotype him. If you did not see this guy's face and you just seen the cartoons from the rip, you would think a white man was in back of it, right? And doing all that. And it's just showing that African Americans, we got our hands.
We can do the same thing.
This animation is something definitely that the kids can grow up on. It's just innovative and I don't know, right, man. I applaud you, man. I applaud you, man.
Thank you.
I applaud you. So, tell us about it, man. Tell us a little about it. I don't know if you want to touch about the whole Mars Mega Media.
Yeah, I'll summarize everything. Pretty much, the Skunk and Monk Show is something that I've been working on for about a little over 12 years. And it all came from the simple concept as far as, I was fortunate. I grew up in Willingboro, New Jersey. Literally the town of pure musical talent, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be around individuals such as City High and Megahertz. You know, these were like, that was a mega producer. And the whole thing was, I was always surrounded by a lot of talent, you know, and I was fortunate. I have a lot of talent, you know, I just keep it real. So, but the whole thing was just basically, as I was growing up, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with it at the end of the day, you know. So I've done so many different things with my art, you know. I draw, I rap, I've been airbrushing for over 20 plus years. And yes, it's a lot, you know. So plus I love kids, you know. So you combine my history, and I realized at one point that it was just real simple. My good friend of mine from back in the day, when he became a super producer, he literally saved Puffy's musical career with the song Bad Boy for Life. And I'm sitting in the barbershop when it was coming on, when it was first pretty much on the radio. And we're watching these little kids in the barbershop, and they're dancing to it, and they're singing the hook, and I'm excited. I was my man, you know what I'm saying? Knew him for over 20 years, we grew up together. And then they started singing the verses. And that's when it began to resonate with me. It just hit me like a bullet. I was like, wait a minute. What did we ever have as like for kids with hip hop?
Right.
And that's where it started, you know. So from there I began to develop what started out as a book, and in turn I realized it was much larger than a book. It was, you know, full animation as far as a cartoon. And that's where we're at today. But as of recently, you know, the past year and some change, I realized that it was bigger than this cartoon. You know, I've had other ideas, but I realized that, you know, we as number one as black people, but number two, just as far as hip hop in general, I realized that the art hasn't truly given back to the kids on a major level.
I agree.
So thus, I realized that we needed our own network, you know, so from the ground up, which was basically E for Everybody Entertainment, but high quality.
Right, and touching on that, you said something that's from the ground up, and when you say that, and I'm not going to be biased because you're like, you mean tight, you know what I'm saying, and I actually seen the talent, and you have lots of talent, and talent that's, whoa.
Yeah, you were close to that.
Talent that's almost, I would say it's genius.
Thank you.
Throw that word out there, very brilliant. I've seen the animation, and
It looks like a little hair.
It's like it.
but lovable. Your son is gonna love this.
I was just thinking in my head.
He's gonna love it.
I was thinking something else. I was thinking something else.
Oh.
I was not like that.
No.
Like, I was just thinking because you know how you take a kid's voice and you put it behind the character. I was like, I wonder if my second play. So I was just over here in my.
So you're really trying to get a little Miss Lovable pitch. How will she be? Huh, as an anime? I see where this is going at. I watch you and Barry over there say, yeah, let's get us something animated. But he's the guy to do it. He's the guy to do it. So let's
Probably put us into animation next time.
right. Probably animatable.
Animatable, ladies and gentlemen, is not a word, but today it is.
You're doing a good work here.
Anything works on our time.
You right. I tried that with him. I was just a weighted.
Right.
He don't have a GED. He has 2 GEDs together. He's a double GED. Right.
I have a G.
So the Skunk and Monk show, man. I watched it. I watched the presentation, and it's dope, man. Where do we begin? Take us in the world of Skunk and Monk, and when you let's talk on Skunk and Monk first, because I know like you have a whole platform. It's sort of like how Nickelodeon brought their thing up from the ground up, and you had like these stars that was like Factory, and then now they're like Justin Timberlake. They all come from like a Disney Club and Britney Spears, and now they're like Factory. And I was watching the presentation that you had, real cool presentation, and I like how you incorporated their show and also played videos with like actual people and the artists that you have. Touch on that, man.
Well, the Skunk and Monk show, it's a show that is about 2 young kids who live in Soundtown. They're animals, for the most part, a skunk and a monkey. And, you know, yes, right. But the majority of the characters are animals. And primarily they're highly influenced on music. So it's not like, you know, music powers their toaster or nothing stupid like that. But pretty much that's what they're always around. They do music themselves. And, you know, I'm one of those dudes that, I said, one of the things I do, I'm an MC. You know, I'll destroy anyone. But with that said, someone over there doesn't like this thing. But it was really important, honestly, for me to have that level of being able to rhyme, because I had to bring it to the product. You know, when you ask yourself, why don't we have any dope hip-hop cartoons, really, all you can really think of is the Boondocks, but that's not for kids.
It's not.
It's not, but it's still a dope show for, you know, adults. So the reason why we don't have it is because, honestly, it would take a lot. You know, like I said, I've been working on it for 12 plus years, and it's a lot of dedication, just simply because hip-hop, we have such a high standard, you know. So now, though, our music, as you can see where it's going, you know, we still have a lot of very credible people doing it, but at the same time, we're still smothered by a lot of negativity.
Right.
So I incorporated that in the cartoon because I'm one of those people, you know, I'm a parent, and like I said, I love kids and I love hip hop, and I could sit there and point a finger, but then when I realized that I could actually do something about it, you know, that was one of the main situations. So with the show itself, is these two kids, they had their big dog radio station in the town, and recently they started beginning to get an influx of this new music, you know, which I call villain music. You know, it is a cartoon, so there are quote-unquote villains, but I flip it a little bit.
I already seen certain people. It's very educational. I would say it's not just a cartoon. It has a lot of message in there, and it's able to teach the kids.
Definitely.
And I think that's one of the points of it. It's done real intelligent. But go on.
No, I mean.
Never be wrong.